Let's look at more concepts relating to fractions. And this one says arrange 2/5, a half, a quarter, and 1/8 in ascending order. In order to arrange fractions in ascending order or descending order, the first thing we do is we get the LCM of the denominators. 2, 4, 5, and 8. The LCM of 2, 4, 5, and 8 is 40. So the first thing we do is we get the LCM, and then we're going to get each fraction and multiply it by the LCM. 2/5 times 40, and that one gives us by 5 once, by 5 that's 8, 8 times 2 is 16. And then the next one is a half times 40 by 2 that's 20. Then we have a quarter times 40 by 4 that's 10. And finally we have 1/8 by 40, which gives us by 8 5. So if we're arranging in ascending order, we look for the fraction which has given us the smallest value, and it's 1/8. So in ascending order we shall have 1/8. After 5, the next small number is 10, so that's a quarter. We go to a quarter, and the next one is 16, that's 2/5. And finally the next one is a half. So this is how we arrange fractions in ascending order or descending order. You multiply each of the fractions by the LCM of the denominators. Then the values you get will tell you which fraction is bigger than the other. Now you could easily arrange them in whichever order you want to arrange them. 1/5 of a certain senior 1 class are girls. If there are 100 girls in the class, how many boys are there? So this is an example of fractions in word problems involving fractions. We don't know the total number of students, so we shall let it to be. Let the total number be maybe P. So they said 1/5 of a certain senior 1 class are girls. Of this total number of students, 1/5 are girls, and we have the number of girls is 100. So we could say 1/5 of P, the total number, gives us 100. Of, we know is multiplication, gives us 100. We could multiply both sides by 5 to simplify. Times 5 times 5. This cancels. Just get 1 times P, which is P. P is 500. So we have 500 students. The total P was the total number of students. Now that we have the total number of students, we can get those that are boys, because the question wants how many boys are there. And we could say number of boys will be 500, the total, minus the girls 100, we get 400 boys. Alternatively, you could have maybe get the fraction of boys. You could have got the fraction of boys by saying one whole number minus the one for girls. That gives us 4 out of 5. Now we have the fraction of boys and we have the total number of students. So we could say number of boys will equal to 4 out of 5 times 500. And this still gives us 400 as the number of boys. John gave a quarter of his money to his daughter, 1/8 to each of his 2 sons, and the rest to his wife. What fraction did the wife receive? So we had John, who has one whole number. Then we're going to subtract a quarter first, the one he gave to his daughter. That's 1 out of 4. It's the same as if you're subtracting 1 minus a quarter, it's the same as getting 4/4, which is 1 minus this. And we said if the denominators are the same, just subtract the numerators. 4 minus 1 is 3 out of 4. So after giving a quarter of his money to his daughter, what was left was 3 out of 4. Now he gave 1/8 to each of his 2 sons. So I'm going to get 3/4 minus 1 out of 8. And these sons were 2. We could again subtract 1/8, but let's first get, after giving 1 son, LCM is 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 3, 6. 6 minus 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And this gives us 5/8. So after giving the remaining 1 son, after giving 1 son, remained with 5/8. Now we need to give the second son. 5/8 minus 1/8. LCM is 8. These are the same. Just subtract the ones up. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4/8. And this is the money, this is the fraction the wife received. We could reduce by 2. Becomes by 4 here, 1 by 4, 2. Therefore, the fraction the wife received is a quarter.